Our craft, our fingerprints, our art is our soul. Let us preserve them, let us celebrate them, and let us gift them to the generations yet to come.
Mempersilakan ke bawah duli paduka baginda tuanku berangkat ke pentas utama bagi menyempurnakan titah diraja diiringi oleh Yang Amat Mulia Tengku Puteri Raja Tengku Puteri Jihan Azizah Atiyatullah binti Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah, Yang Mulia Tengku Datuk Puteri Marina binti Tengku Ibrahim mewakili Pahang Pavilion, dan Yang Berusaha Noven Amiruddin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Good evening to all distinguished guests today that's here, especially to the CIMB big bosses, and to my friend Easy, and to all my children that's present here to witness the mother's keynote. I think, Easy said to go off the cuff, but I think my children will stop me there because I can go on till tonight. Anyway, I hope everybody would listen to this keynote, which is very important to the future of our heritage. Distinguished guests again, respected artists and artisans, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the younger generations that are gathered here today. It is both an honor and a joy to stand before you all to speak on a subject that is deeply personal and profoundly meaningful to me. That is the future of our heritage. Love for heritage begins at home, and my parents were pivotal in nurturing this love to me. They encouraged me to learn, to appreciate, and to carry forward our traditions. I remember as a young girl, I was about 5, 6 years old, I remembered my father, who was patron of the Tap Temenggung Abdul Rahman, he would bring teachers from there to teach us how to draw, teach us how to do needlework, teach us how to cook. So I remember as a young girl, all the girls in the family, we would get these teachers coming once a week to teach us. I don't know whether my younger sibling would remember, but I remember, it was something that we look forward to every week. And so I thank them for instilling in me the love for art. And today I do the same with my daughter, my children as well. My son there is an artist as well. Well, he got A star for photography at A level, so that proves the point as well. And I do have some paintings of him back home, which he did for his GCSE. And you got A+ as well, right? Okay. And of course, this daughter of mine decided to pursue her career in arts as well. So, as I said, I do the same with my children. I encourage them, and through heritage, I feel closer not only to my family, but also to the people of Pahang as I travel across the state performing my duties. Together we share this love and we encourage one another. We should encourage one another. And today you will see on display, I hope you all have been to that little corner, the Pahang Pavilion, and my daughter's little corner there. Little, but she's been getting inquiries. And today, as I said, you will see the display, the textile artworks of my daughter, Jihan, who graduated with first-class honors in textile arts from the University for the Creative Arts in Epsom, England. She could have chosen many other paths, yet she chose art to study weaving and textiles, which are at the very heart of Malay heritage. This is not only my pride as a mother, but also my joy as someone who believes that art and heritage must be lived, practiced, and carried forward. Through her, I hope this passion will live on so that the next generation sees heritage not as distant, but as alive within us. On the 31st of August recently, I launched the Yayasan Warisan Tunku Azizah, or the Tengku Azizah Heritage Foundation, with being pushed by Datuk Raja Bahrain there. For 2 years, he was kept calling me from Iskandariah back to Pahang. You must do this, you must do this. So thanks to him, today we have the Yayasan Warisan Tunku Azizah. This foundation is my lifelong dream too. It comes from my love for all forms of traditional art and craft. To me, heritage is not only weaving or songket, it is singing, cooking, dancing, storytelling, games, anything that shapes our identity as a people. It is my deepest wish that this foundation will be my legacy, a lasting contribution to Malaysia. As a young girl, accompanying my parents on a state visit to Thailand and to Indonesia, I had the opportunity to visit the Queen Sri Kid Support Foundation in Ayutthaya, and I saw how she got everybody from all over Thailand, all the different arts and craft of Thailand, all centered in Ayutthaya. And there was training school, and she was helping them sell. And I remembered going around, and I said, one day, I hope I'll be able to have something like this. And I hope that with the establishment of Tunku Azizah Heritage Foundation, you all could help me realize this dream. And when I went to Indonesia as well, I saw how Ibu Tin Soeharto had done all the artwork, all the arts and craft of Indonesia, all centered at Istana Merdeka, where all state guests would stay. And we could see all being displayed from every part, every corner of Indonesia. And that is my hope as well, that maybe in my little town in Pekan, royal town in Pekan, I will be able to display the whole of Malaysia there and welcome everybody from the world to come and see our heritage. So in conjunction with this launch, we organized the Temasha Warisan Pahang, or the Pahang Heritage Festival, together with the Yayasan Tenun Pahang Diraja, Perbadanan Kraft Tangan Malaysia, and the Perbadanan Museum Negeri Pahang. It was held at the Perkampungan Kraft Tangan Diraja, Tengku Azizah, or the Tengku Azizah Royal Craft Village in Pekan. And over the course of 1 week, of course, when we organized it, I said, well, I hope I'll have visitors. It was my greatest fear that nobody would come. And I must share with you today that we welcome about 100,000 visitors in that 7 days, which shows just how much Malaysians love their heritage. And we had demonstrations, we had workshops for batik, embroidery, natural dye, pottery, basket weaving, the lepok, kelingkam, and tika pandan weaving, to name a few. There were also traditional food stall, cooking classes, which I taught as well, and traditional dancers singing all by the orang kita or the orang asli, and the traditional games. We created a fun, lively space to attract people and for them to learn about our crafts in a hands-on way. And we are planning now that every 2 years we'll have a Temasha, a festival, but every other year we will have a pesta. And in the pesta, I was talking to Izzy and everybody in the group. I said, for the pesta, we will concentrate on arts. So that Pahang will be the art center, because we have a MOCA. MOCA is a Museum of Contemporary Arts in Kuantan. So 1 year in Pekan, another year in Kuantan. And in Kuantan will be the Pesta Arts Festival as well. And I must admit, as I say, I did not expect such a tremendous response. People came not only from Pahang, but also from neighboring states. And most of all, I must thank to Sarawak as well for putting up the Sarawak Pavilion, bringing 150 people from Sarawak, and as a collaboration, change of ideas, change of heritage, whatever. And we are planning to do more work with Sarawak soon. And I thank the Sarawak government for your belief in us. As I said again just now, I must not forget to thank the Sarawak government. And this collaboration shows just how we can work together, because we share the same passion. And thank you, Sarawak, for choosing Pahang as your partner. To Perbadanan Kraft Tangan Malaysia, who have always understood my passion and stood by me for decades, and also to the Institute Kemahiran Tenun Pahang Diraja, which has been able to grow and flourish thanks to the contributions of Datuk Sri Najib when he was a Deputy Prime Minister. I thank you all for your constant support in making me realize my dream. And to Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri and Datuk Sri Azmin Ali, who provided funds toward the Perkampungan Kraft Tangan Tengku Azizah, to enabling us to go to London to join the London Craft Week. And I must also record my special gratitude to Tan Sri Syed Mukhtar Al-Buhari, whose generosity enabled us to carry out important work to promote Tenun not only in Malaysia, but also internationally. So these are people I really indebted to, who can see my vision and who understood what I want to do, and who have helped us a long way. I must also applaud the late Tun Endon Mahmud, who initiated the Piala Sri Endon to bring batik Malaysia to greater heights. Her legacy is now carried on by her daughter Nori, and I hope that in the same way, my own daughter Jihan will one day continue my work for heritage and the arts. And I believe today is the Piala Sri Endon as well. The Piala Sri Endon is going on at the same time now, and here I am delivering my keynote while they are there with all their fashion show. I wish I was there as well. Though inspired by Tun Endon, I decided to establish the Piala Tengku Azizah for Tenun Pahang Diraja to encourage new designs while maintaining our traditional motifs and to promote innovation and creativity in weaving. So we have the 3 pieces here that won first prize, second prize, and third prize. The first prize was woven by inmates of Penjara Penuh, and they won $30,000. The second prize, woven by the Hasdaq PKNP, Pertandingan Kemajuan Negeri Pahang. 2 girls did that, and they won 20,000. And the last one is by Cik Minah Sayang, and they won 10,000. So my daughter was head of the jury. There were 5 of them. They had to go through 206 pieces of fabrics to choose. And you know, they shortlist it down to 45 and then to the last 20. And I must share with you all that that last 20, first one was won by inmates, second and third no, but the other 17 pieces were all won by inmates as well. So this is part of our rehabilitation program in the prison. We have men who have never woven in their life, who never studied art, nothing at all, even the wardens. We send them for training at UiTM. We send them training with all the weavers in Pekan, the Adi Guru like Kak Tipah and all, and Azman and Akmal. And I took over in 2006, and we are now 2025. We've come a long way, and just look at the beautiful work that the prisoners are able to do today to give them hope for their life when they come out of prison. They gave me hope in reviving Tenun Pahang Diraja, and I hope to give them hope to welcome them back into society. In this spirit, I must say I am especially proud of the work carried out, as I say, in our prisons. I said just now, I mentioned that out of the 20 entries that reached the final list, 18 were winners that came from inmates. And the number 1 winner was from behind the prison walls. And I visited them the day before the announcement. I knew they won. I had to go into prison to share with them before anybody told them. And we had tears in our eyes. It had been 20 years since they first began weaving in our prisons, and today we see the fruit of that dedication. And I must congratulate the wardens, the directors, and the Commissioner General of Prisons Malaysia for their support and encouragement, and I'm so proud of their achievements. They have proven that with patience, skill, and guidance, even within prison walls, beauty and excellence can be created, and hope can be restored. And to our budding artists and portrait painters, I want to say this. Once upon a time in our school, in our primary and secondary schools, we had weekly arts and craft lessons. We had drawing lessons. We had even examinations in art. It saddens me today that art in Malaysia today is no longer taught with the same seriousness in my school days. Arts and craft are not just skills. They are food for the soul. They are therapeutic, calming, and restorative. And this is exactly what we see in the rehabilitation programs in our prisons. For the inmates, arts and craft bring peace of mind. They calm the spirit, and they open the door to dignity and purpose again. And I am the patron of their programs. They are my friends. They are my friends. I look forward to see them every week in prisons. The palace also has always played an essential role in the revival and continuation of our crafts. From ancient times, many of our most intricate traditions, the songket, the telepok, the klingkang, the kat, batik, the nunan, were nurtured and perfected in the palaces before they spread to the wider community. If not for the role of queens, these intricate palace traditions would not have survived. Today, thanks to the palace for keeping them alive, they are accessible to all nations, no longer confined only to royalty. In Malaysia, we have seen this through the examples of our royal women. Raja Perempuan Takyah of Perak, an expert in tekat, Tunku Ampuan Jemaah of Selangor, who practiced telepok with her own hands, and you can see in the Selangor Museum all her clothes that she did it herself and she wore it to the royal functions, by her own hands. And Raja Perempuan Anis of Kelantan and the Tengku Ampuan of Pahang, who championed the Tenun. Their dedication kept these arts alive, and it is a role every queen should play. When people see you taking so much interest and actually doing it yourself, it sparks interest in others, and that explains continuity. As a young girl, I was inspired, as I mentioned just now, when I accompanied my parents to state visits in Thailand, and we were brought to the Queen Siri Kids Support Foundation, and I saw the fabulous work she did in reviving every single craft and centering them in Ayutthaya. She even had my wedding gown made in Thailand. My wedding dress was intricately embroidered with sequins and beads in the royal palace of the Borobuman mansion in Bangkok. And in Brunei, following my mother again, I saw how they had established a craft training center, teaching skills to ensure their traditions survive. In Indonesia, I saw what Ibu Tian Suharto did to champion arts and craft in her country. And during our state visit to Turkey, I was inspired by the Ankara Girls Institute, where young women were being trained in traditional crafts. All of these experiences opened my eyes, and I began to dream that one day I too could do the same in Malaysia. And to all of you, I say, we have so much to learn from others. It is not a shame to copy and emulate what is good and what would benefit us. Look, copy and paste what is meaningful, and let us adapt it to our culture and our own people. Just look at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, and our very own Museum Textile, and the Islamic Arts Museum in Kuala Lumpur. The exquisite pieces displayed there are treasures, intricate work of arts that show how clever and skilled our ancestors were. But these are not things to be admired only from behind glass. They must not rot in museums or remain only as prison training projects. It is our duty to continue learning them, to take it upon ourselves to practice and to reproduce them. Only then can we keep alive the skills, the techniques, and the spirit that made these works possible. By doing so, we honor our ancestors, we strengthen our heritage, and we ensure that Malaysia's story continues to be written in threads and carvings, patterns and designs. I must also speak of our orang asli, or I call them orang kita, or the orang asal. No, orang asli, orang kita. And of all the Malay crafts that form the heart of our heritage. For centuries, there was no formal education for these arts, no classrooms, no textbooks. Skills were inherited, passed down from generation to generation, from master to apprentice, from parent to child. Batik, songket, wood carving, pottery, embroidery, weaving, and so many other crafts were sustained through this living change of knowledge. And this is the fragile beauty of our heritage. It lives in memory, in hands, and in practice. And that is why it must be saved, recorded, and written in detail so that future generations can learn. And when this inherited wisdom is combined with what we can study formally in art schools today, something extraordinary can emerge. Tradition gives us authenticity. Education gives us technique and innovation. Together, they can create works that are spectacular, new, fresh, relevant, vibrant maybe, yet deeply respectful of our roots. All form of heritage needs a hero to champion the cause and to be seen championing it. so that it sparks interest in the younger generation. Our ancestors were so clever. The works of their hands were intricate, detailed, and beautiful. I must admit, even in our own generation today, many of us could not produce such fine works. That is why we must make it a point to learn, to revive, and to master these skills again. Look at Britain, where at Hampton Court, they have established a school of embroidery, offering a 3-year degree purely in the art of embroidery. And this is how seriously others value their heritage, and is what Malaysia should do as well. If they can treat embroidery as a discipline of study and prestige, then surely we too must recognize the greatness of our own crafts and ensure that they are taught, learned, and continued. I believe it is our duty today to ensure that heritage lives on to the next generation, just as our forebears did for us. They protected and practiced their crafts faithfully, and that is why these traditions are still alive today. But unlike them, we live in a world full of distractions. Television, computer games, high technology, and our children are not always focused on traditional arts and craft. And thank you, Jihan, for concentrating on art and craft. Even in cooking, many would rather go out and buy than learn to make food themselves. Yet, is there not a future in food? If people go out to buy, then you might as well make it your business, sell, you make money out of it, right? So there is a future in food as well. Yeah? People are buying food everywhere. And there is great value in heritage recipes and artisanal cooking. Just as with food, there is also a future in our heritage crafts. Around the world, people want to be seen wearing hand-woven silks, hand-embroidered pashminas, handcraft jewelry. Anything handmade, even if it's expensive, is cherished because it carries the spirit of the maker. The demand is there, but many of these crafts are dying. And that is why it is our duty to revive them, not only for cultural pride, but also for economic opportunity and sustainability. We should also be mindful of the wider world. I know that in Turkey, many traditional arts from the palace are strongly preserved through institutions and patronage. In our region, Indonesia is blessed with a wealth of crafts. Systematic preservation and documentation vary by place and time. And that is precisely why recording, training, and archiving matters so much. Let us learn from all, share with all, and raise our standards together. And let us also applaud CIMB for their yearly October festival. Not in October, they say in September. Septober, I call it. Yeah, Sebober. Not the Bible. Yeah. This is not just an event. It is an initiative that ensures art does not die by bringing together artists of all forms, traditional, contemporary, digital, and performance. CIMB provides a vital platform for creativity, collaboration, and inspiration. Their commitment proves that art is not something to be hidden, but something to be celebrated and shared. And art is the soul of a nation, and CIMB has played an important role in keeping that soul alive. And I think I better mention something about the ASEAN Malaysia 225. Yeah. And based on the wonderful reception of this ASEAN Malaysian Art Fair, I would also like to make a formal proposal that the Malaysian government seriously consider establishing a permanent showcase center for the arts in Kuala Lumpur. We saw similar excitement during the Malaysian Arts and Cultural Week in London, when our crafts and culture received tremendous international recognition. A permanent showcase in our capital city would make Malaysia the cultural hub for ASEAN arts and crafts, befitting our place at the very heart of Southeast Asia. And with Yang Berhormat Mulia Senator Tengku Datuk Sri Utama Zafrul Aziz, the Minister in charge of the ASEAN events, I am confident that this vision can be given serious consideration it deserves. Such a center would not only preserve our heritage, but also elevate Malaysia standing on the global cultural stage. I would also like to record my gratitude to Izzy Aroub, thumbs up, for the fantastic job he has done in bringing together all Malaysian artists under one roof. I've been coming every year, and every year is different for me. So it's not a boring thing. It's something I know I look forward every year. I've been here for the last 3-4 days. I mean, every corner, every day I see something else here and there. So thank you, Izzy. The fantastic job. And this exhibition is extraordinary. Traditional, modern, and contemporary art works side by side, showcasing the diversity and the depth of our nation's creativity. As I said just now, I visited here a few days ago when everybody was busy putting up their exhibits, and I must say it is tastefully done. Izzy, you have done a remarkable job, truly awesome, and I am flabbergasted by the quality and beauty of all the works of art on show today. Congratulations to everybody. Yeah. To see the names of our greats like Ibrahim Hussein, and Melinda Louis, among others, and to appreciate and to witness the collaboration between Pink Jambu, Cik Mina Sayang, and the Temenggung Juga Foundation is deeply inspiring. A single day is simply not enough for me to walk through this hall. One must take the time to look, to study, and to truly appreciate these masterpieces of art on display. This is an opportunity that no Malaysian should miss, to celebrate, to learn, and to be proud of our artists. I would also like to share with you all that I myself am pursuing a postgraduate course. This is important to me because I want to demonstrate that education never stops, even at 65, no matter your age, your title, or your position in life. Education is a lifelong process, and in my case, as someone who is both a practitioner and an advocate of art, craft, and heritage, education strengthens my ability to serve. With the establishment of the Yayasan Warisan Tunku Azizah, my responsibilities have grown, and so I must also grow in knowledge, in vision, and in leadership. For me, practice, advocacy, and education are all connected. Together, they ensure that my work for heritage is not only heartfelt, but also informed, innovative, and impactful. To the younger generation here today, fall in love with your own culture. Fall in love, yeah? Be serious about the wisdom of your ancestors. If you're a painter, go and paint. If you're a weaver, go and weave. If you're a dancer, just dance like me. I do sing as well. And if you're a musician, play, create your own style, be innovative, but never forget your roots. What you create today may one day be the heirlooms of tomorrow. And in life, one must always be curious. Curiosity is the beginning of knowledge and is also the heart of art. Every artist has their own style, their own expression, their own voice. And sometimes even accidents becomes art, because art is about discovery, surprise, and the courage to create. Art is also a continuous education for life. The more you get involved, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you discover. And the more you discover, the more you realize there is no end. Art teaches patience, discipline, creativity, and innovation. It is not a subject, it is a lifelong journey. And in this journey, you will always find something new about yourself, about your people, and around the world. The mission of preserving and celebrating art is not mine alone, nor the palace, nor the governments. It is a mission to be accomplished by all. Every person carries within them an inner artistic nature, a spark of creativity that perhaps even they themselves have not yet discovered. You can ask my Professor Murad, Datuk Murad there, who's now busy painting. Yeah, he's right there. Every article he writes comes with a painting. And he will send me all his paintings. Yes, yeah. So as I said, a spark of creativity that perhaps even you yourself did not discover. It must be nurtured, it must be encouraged, it must be given space. For we never know the hidden talents and skills that lie dormant within us until they are allowed to emerge. And I hope my daughter here will emerge and emerge and emerge. Ladies and gentlemen, our bodies may one day return to the earth, but our good deeds, to our art and our heritage will live on. With the palace, the government, the Perbadanan Kraft Tangan Malaysia, the Institute Kemahiran Tenun Pahang Diraja, the Perbadanan Museum Negeri Pahang, my team, our museum and cultural institutions, our ASEAN partners, our sponsors, the private sectors, and even the hope carried by our prisons, I believe that Pahang will rise proudly as the heritage state of Malaysia, and that Malaysia will shine in the eyes of the world. I am Orang Pahang. And I wish to be remembered as someone who fought for the arts and crafts of this land, who stood shoulder to shoulder with the people, and who inspired the young to carry this flame forward. And through my daughter Jihan, I hope this love will live on. And through all of you, I pray it will never fade. Finally, I must say this, and all of these achievements, all of this inspiration comes only from the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is to Allah that I give my gratitude for His petunjuk, His tawfiq and His hidayah, which have enabled me to do this work. And I pray for His continuous guidance, that He may bless our efforts and keep our heritage alive for generations to come. Our craft, our fingerprints, our art is our soul. Let us preserve them, let us celebrate them, and let us give them to the generations yet to come. And with that, I end my keynote. Thank you for inviting me and giving me this honor. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Menjunjung kasih Tuanku. Ampun Tuanku. Demikianlah tadi sempurnanya titah diraja. Patut bagi pihak CIMB sekali lagi merafak sembah dan menjunjung setinggi-tinggi kasih ke sisi ke bawah Duli Paduka Baginda Tuanku berangkat bersama Duli ke Majlis CIMB Oktober Art and Soul bersempena ASEAN Malaysia 2025.